This is The Download from Sounds Profitable, your daily source for the essential news in the business of podcasting, brought to you by Spreaker from iHeart. I'm Gavin Gaddis, in for Tom Webster. Here's what you need to know for today, Monday, February 19th. First up, Spreaker introduces Supporters Club. As of this morning, Spreaker has launched a new offering dubbed the Supporters Club. This new feature allows podcast fans to pay their favorite creators through a monthly subscription model, except in Spreaker's case, the subscription has no platform fees. 100% of the money paid to the Supporters Club goes to the creator. Spreaker says the move aims to make their hosting service an equitable platform in hopes of fostering a sustainable and vibrant creative podcast ecosystem. Up next from Quill, the 2024 Marketing Trends Report. Quill has partnered with Kearney to publish a report collecting dozens of sources together for a snapshot of marketing trends for the year. Key statistics relevant to podcasting include Edison Research's finding that, for the first time, Americans are listening to more on-demand audio, such as podcasts and live music services, than live audio, such as radio. The podcast landscape from Sounds Profitable last year found podcast audiences are almost as likely to listen to a branded podcast as they are a celebrity-hosted show, and according to the Juice's State of B2B podcast listener, most podcast listeners are decision-makers at their company. And next from the media leader in France, Spotify embraces French podcasting. The ACPM, which is a wholly French name that I am thoroughly unqualified to pronounce, has announced Spotify is now an associate member after bringing their Megaphone distribution platform into compliance with ACPM regulations. Spotify is the latest in a small group of podcast platforms that have gone beyond basic IAB compliance to take a country-specific approach, meeting local standards for measurement. For context on the importance of the ACPM in France, we suggest checking out Sarah Toporov's article, The French Exception, Podcast Measurement. Up next, coming soon to your streamer, more ads. A new chart from Business Insider plots the ad load of 7 video streamers. That'd be Discovery Plus, Disney Plus, Max, Hulu, Netflix, Paramount Plus, Peacock, and Pluto, measured by ad minutes per hour. While some services have fluctuated over the past 2 years, as of Q4 2023, the 7 have gravitated towards an ad load that varies from 10 ads per hour, Paramount Plus, to 2, Netflix. The chart does not take into account streaming services that added ad-supported tiers since 2022. Meanwhile, in podcasting, ads on free content have largely been accepted, if not expected, by audiences. And finally, from gray to gold, shifting marketing's focus to the over 55 consumer base. Adelicious Managing Director Andrew Goldsmith writes on the marketing industry's tendency to focus on younger audiences, leading to an age gap in both representation in advertising itself and effectively targeting markets. For instance, Wavemaker and on-device research found last year that only 24% of TV ads feature people over 50, and only 5% of influencer advertising targets 50 plus. While the focus on appealing to younger demographics has been fruitful, Goldsmith suggests the focus has been disproportionate. The same is true for podcasting. As Sounds Profitable's The Media Moves the Message found, the median age of heavy radio and TV users is significantly older than those successfully converted to heavy podcast listening. Podcasting is doing better at bringing in the 55-plus demographic since then, but there's still room to improve. As for the rest of the news, Brené Brown is bringing multiple podcasts to Vox from Spotify. The Hollywood Reporter has published this year's Ambies nominees, and James Cridlin has constructed a timeline tracking the release and impact of the iOS 17 update that changed auto-download behavior in Apple Podcasts. Be sure to check out all the links to every article mentioned right in your podcast listening app or at soundsprofitable.com, where you can also subscribe to the newsletter version. The Download is written and produced by Brian Barletta, myself, and Tom Webster. For Sounds Profitable, I'm Gavin Gaddis. Download us tomorrow.